And now,
a Zone It 91.3 91-second movie review.
5, 4, 3, 2, and
action! With 2 franchise reboots in under 20 years, it would be understandable for one to ask why we would need another Batman movie. I mean, what could this take on the Caped Crusader offer fans that others haven't? Turns out there is one thing, and it's a solid detective story. Matt Reeves' The Batman manages to deliver a neo-noir crime thriller that truly highlights the Dark Knight as the world's greatest detective. And while I admit I was a skeptic, the film made all the right choices and succeeded in many areas, including its tone, its cast, and its moments of fan service, all while keeping the story incredibly engaging. The film brings back a similar dark tone that we saw in the Nolan trilogy, but Reeves manages to take it a step further in terms of grit. And I really feel that skeptics of Robert Pattinson as Batman/Bruce Wayne will be turned into believers by the end of the film. This take on Bruce Wayne is definitely unique, and his screen time in the cowl seems to be a lot longer than his predecessors. In fact, the entire cast brought their A-game, and I wish I had more than 91 seconds to gush about their individual performances. The movie clocks in at just under 3 hours, but I really didn't feel the time. There was one part where I felt like things were wrapping up, but there was still like 20 minutes of movie left. That said, those 20 minutes were incredibly exciting, and I definitely wasn't mad. I will also say that the quieter scenes outweigh the action scenes, but because they're so engaging, you almost forget that there should be action until things pop off and you're in the midst of it. I'll be the first to admit that I've been pretty rough on DC films over the past few years, and I stand by a lot of my gripes. But if The Batman is any indication of a creative course correction for the studio, the future could look bright for this comic universe.
Cut! That's a wrap!